At any given moment, somewhere on Earth's oceans, an American aircraft carrier is operating. These aren't just ships, they're 4.5 acres of sovereign United States territory carrying more firepower than most nations' entire air forces. The United States Navy operates 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. To put that in perspective, there are only 43 aircraft carriers in the entire world. That means America has more carriers than the next 13 countries combined. But how does this massive fleet translate into actual power? And why does the US invest so heavily in these floating cities? Today, we're diving deep into the numbers, the strategy, and the technology that makes the US Navy the most dominant maritime force in human history. Let's start with the most visible symbol of American naval power, the supercarrier. Currently, the U.S. operates 10 Nimitz-class carriers and 1 Gerald R. Ford-class carrier, with more Ford-class ships under construction. Each of these vessels displaces over 100,000 tons. That's heavier than most skyscrapers turned on their side. The USS Gerald R. Ford, commissioned in 2017, is the largest warship ever built. It's 1,100 feet long, longer than the Eiffel Tower is tall. It can carry up to 90 aircraft, including FA-18 Super Hornets, F-35C Lightning II stealth fighters, E-2D Hawkeye early warning aircraft, and multiple helicopter squadrons. But here's what really matters. These carriers are nuclear-powered. Unlike conventional ships that need refueling every few weeks, a U.S. carrier can operate for over 20 years on a single reactor core. They have virtually unlimited range and can travel at speeds exceeding 30 knots, faster than most commercial vessels. Compare this to other nations. China has 3 carriers, with only 1 comparable to American supercarriers. Russia has 1 aging carrier that requires tugboat escort. The United Kingdom operates 2 carriers, but they're significantly smaller and can't match American capabilities. The difference isn't just quantity, it's capability. A single American carrier strike group has more air power than 70% of the world's air forces. Each carrier essentially brings a complete air force anywhere in the world without needing permission to use foreign air bases. But carriers don't operate in isolation. The Navy maintains a network of bases and installations that spans the globe, ensuring American naval power can respond to any crisis within days. Let's look at the key locations. In the Pacific, Naval Base Yokosuka in Japan serves as home to the 7th Fleet and hosts the Forward Deployed Carrier. This base is crucial. It's positioned perfectly to respond to threats in the Taiwan Strait, the Korean Peninsula, and throughout the Western Pacific. Naval Base Guam provides another critical Pacific hub capable of supporting aircraft carriers, submarines, and long-range bomber operations. It's roughly equidistant from China, North Korea, and the Philippines. Strategic positioning at its finest. Moving west, Naval Support Activity Bahrain hosts the 5th Fleet and provides the command center for Middle Eastern operations. From here, the Navy monitors the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of the world's oil supply passes. In Europe, Naval Station Rota in Spain gives the U.S. rapid access to the Mediterranean, North Africa, and Atlantic operations. Naval Air Station Sigonella in Italy provides similar strategic positioning. The crown jewel of overseas operations is Naval Support Facility Diego Garcia in the British Indian Ocean Territory. This base can accommodate aircraft carriers, strategic bombers, and maritime pre-positioning ships. It's positioned to respond to crises from the Middle East to Southeast Asia. Back home, Naval Station Norfolk in Virginia is the world's largest naval base, home to 75 ships and 14 piers. On the West Coast, Naval Base San Diego hosts over 50 ships and serves as the principal home port for the Pacific Fleet. This network isn't just about parking spots for ships. Each base provides maintenance facilities, supplies, fuel, ammunition, and medical care. They enable the Navy to sustain operations thousands of miles from American shores indefinitely. Now, let's talk about what makes American carriers so formidable from a technological standpoint. First, the nuclear propulsion system. Each Nimitz-class carrier has 2 nuclear reactors generating enough power to supply a city of 100,000 people.
this isn't just about unlimited range. It's about generating electricity for advanced radar systems, electromagnetic catapults, weapon systems, and desalination plants that produce 400,000 gallons of fresh water daily. The new Ford-class carriers take this further with the Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System, or EMALS. Traditional steam catapults limited the types of aircraft that could launch. EMALS can handle everything from heavy strike fighters to light drones, launching aircraft every 45 seconds in optimal conditions. Advanced arresting gear allows for smoother, more precise aircraft recovery. The ship's dual-band radar system can track hundreds of targets simultaneously. These might sound like technical details, but they translate to combat capability that no other nation can match. Defense systems are equally impressive. Each carrier deploys with guided missile cruisers and destroyers equipped with the Aegis system, creating a protective bubble extending hundreds of miles. These escort ships can intercept ballistic missiles, engage aircraft, and conduct anti-submarine warfare. The carriers themselves are protected by the ship's self-defense system, which includes electronic warfare systems, close-in weapon systems, and the new surface ship torpedo defense system designed to detect and destroy incoming torpedoes. A carrier never operates alone. It's the centerpiece of a carrier strike group, or CSG, a formation that represents one of the most powerful military forces on Earth. A typical CSG includes one carrier with its air wing of 60 to 90 aircraft, 1 or 2 guided missile cruisers equipped with Aegis systems, 2 to 3 guided missile destroyers, 1 or 2 attack submarines, and 1 fast combat support ship for replenishment. This formation can control an area of ocean roughly the size of Texas. The submarines provide underwater protection and intelligence gathering, the cruisers and destroyers create overlapping defensive zones, the carrier provides air superiority, strike capability, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. When the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group deployed to the Middle East in 2024, it included over 7,500 personnel and represented more combat power than most nations' entire militaries. The flexibility is remarkable. These groups can enforce no-fly zones, conduct humanitarian missions, evacuate American citizens from danger zones, intercept piracy, gather intelligence, or deliver precision strikes, often switching between these roles in days or even hours. Despite American dominance, challenges are emerging. China's People's Liberation Army Navy has grown to over 370 ships, more than the U.S. fleet in raw numbers, though not in tonnage or capability. China is building carriers, modern destroyers, and submarines at a pace that concerns Pentagon planners. However, numbers don't tell the whole story. China's Navy is primarily regional, focused on waters near its coast. The U.S. Navy is global, with operational experience and alliance networks China lacks. American sailors train more extensively, and U.S. systems benefit from decades of real-world operational refinement. The Navy faces budgetary pressures. At around $255 billion annually, the naval budget seems massive, but maintaining a global fleet is expensive. Ships need constant maintenance, technology requires upgrades, and personnel costs continue rising. The solution isn't necessarily more ships, it's smarter ships. The Navy is investing in unmanned surface vessels, artificial intelligence for threat detection, hypersonic weapons, and improved cyber capabilities. The next generation of carriers and submarines will be even more capable than current vessels. So why does the U.S. Navy control such a dominant position on the world's oceans? It's not just the 11 carriers, though they're impressive symbols of power. It's the combination of factors: nuclear propulsion providing unlimited range, a global network of bases enabling rapid response, advanced technology creating capability gaps measured in decades, experienced crews with real operational expertise, and alliance relationships that amplify American reach. This naval dominance serves multiple purposes. It protects global trade routes. Over 90% of world trade travels by sea. It provides crisis response capability, as when carriers evacuate American citizens from conflict zones. It deters potential adversaries by demonstrating that any maritime aggression will face overwhelming force. The U.S. maintains this fleet not to control the oceans for exclusive use, but to ensure freedom of navigation for all nations. That might sound idealistic, but it's backed by hard power: 11 carrier strike groups that can reach any ocean within days. Will this dominance last forever? History suggests no empire's naval supremacy is permanent, but for now, and for the foreseeable future, when it comes to controlling the world's oceans, America's Navy remains unmatched. If you found this analysis valuable, subscribe for more deep dives into military technology and geopolitical strategy. Which aspect of naval power interests you most? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and remember, knowledge is power.